Thomas the Train, Wooden Railway, Selfish Donald. One day, Billy and Edward were sitting in the docks, and then all of a sudden, Donald and Douglas came. They looked cross. "What's the matter?" said Edward. "Well, our shed is being painted," said Donald. And that means we have nowhere to sleep tonight, and tomorrow night, and for maybe a few nights." "Really?" said Billy. "That's horrible." "I know," they both said. "Well, you could sleep up in the old abandoned tunnel up there. The Knapford tunnel. It's been abandoned for who knows how long. In fact, no one has even stayed in there for ever since the first year I came to the island." "Really?" said Donald. "Oh, of course," said Edward. "Maybe you guys could stay in there." "That's a great idea," said Donald. "Well, I better go finish my work. I need to go shunt flake cars with the handle in the docks." "Good idea, and I got to deliver passengers." Well, Donald got done with his job first. Oh, what a tough day shunting trucks in the yard. But at least I can go in the tunnel for a nice long nap. And then Douglas came. He said, "Whew, that took forever. I had to go to 4 different stations all around the island." "Hey," he said, "can't you move over a little bit?" "I can't," said Donald. "There's no room." "Oh dear," said Douglas. "I don't know what to do. Well, I guess I'll be sleeping somewhere else tonight." He looked all over the city part of the island, and he couldn't find anywhere that was already taken. "I guess I'll be sleeping in the docks tonight," he said. He was very cross about it. The next morning, Donald woke up early, bright and cheerful. "Oh, great! Another day at work," he chimed. And then Douglas woke up. Oh, great! I overslept." "Yep," said Edward. "You a lot overslept." "What?" said Douglas. "I thought I only overslept for a few minutes." "Nope," said Edward. "They had to get Duncan had to work with Sir Handel today when he shunt cars." "Oh dear," said Douglas. "Sir Topham Hatt's going to be furious at me." Oh boy. And then all of a sudden Donald was going to get his coaches, but then there were 2 egg cars sitting there, and Sir Topham Hatt was sitting there in his car. He did not look so happy. "Oh dear," said Donald. "What happened? I can't get through." "Yes," said Sir Topham Hatt, "none of us can. Because, well, what happened was Cody was hauling these to go to Farmer McColl's farm, but then all of a sudden he ran out of steam. So Harvey came and took him to the works." "Oh dear," said Donald. "That has to be horrible." "Oh, it is," said Sir Topham Hatt. And then Douglas was telling Edward about what happened last night. He had to sleep in the docks. "That's horrible," said Edward. "Oh, I know." And then Billy came. That was kind of mean of him to do that." "Yes," said Douglas, "but I have to forgive him. In fact, he is my brother. Yes, but you should. Yes, but you should get back at him. Or at least you should at least get back at him, said Edward. I mean, you never know. He might still do it. We must help. We must have him not do that again. You're right, said Billy. We gotta help Douglas, so you will have somewhere to sleep good tonight, he said. I know, said Edward. Here's the plan. That's brilliant, said Douglas. I'll go make my move, said Edward. Meanwhile, Donald was coming up the hill to get to the city part of the island of Sodor. Hey, Donald, said Edward. Hi, said Donald. Anyways, what are you doing there? You're supposed to be in your sheds. It's late. Oh, yeah, I know, but I was just running a little late tonight. Oh, said Donald. Anyways, I wouldn't be sleeping in that shed if I were you. Why? What's wrong? Well, you know, there's a ghost engine that crashed in there. Really? Said Donald. Oh, and I bet he could fly too. The engine could probably fly around the island of Sodor. Nope, said Edward. But it's true. You know, I even saw it with my own eyes, how he crashed into there. What happened was, it was my first year on the island of Sodor, and I was just hauling freight cars the first year, and then all of a sudden, I was coming up the bridge there, and then all of a sudden, here he comes zooming from the bridges, going up and down from the bridges. He made the sharp turn, but then he was going so fast, his engine blew up while he was going in the tunnel. But he says, the ghost engine is still in that shed, the tunnel. And so that's why I wouldn't be staying in there. Rubbish, said Donald. I'm going to sleep in there right now to take a long nap, whether you like it or not. Ooh, get out of my tunnel, Donald, or else your engine will blow up like I did. I'll chase you around the island and then you'll go so fast and boom! Said Donald. And then he steamed away. And then he saw Douglas go, we can't sleep in the tunnel. Ah! I guess the plan worked, said Billy. Great job, said Edward. Thanks, said Billy. And now Donald hasn't been mean to his brother ever again.